Alright, YouTube. I'm documenting this process for those who are stuck, for those who want to know what it's like, what it's going to take. It is February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day 2024. I'm officially moving from New York, so I'm in New York right now. Snow right here. This is my hoopty. And here's my business. So I have a car audio business. I rent this unit. Here's what it looks like inside. Well, I guess I can't change the camera, but this is the inside of it. That's one of my employees. And then I fit 3 cars in here pretty comfortably. Then I have a showroom, register, little typical small business, and then an office. So I'm moving from New York to Florida. I'm moving because I'd like to buy a home that I can afford in Florida, and I am documenting the process of how I'm going to end up building this business there again, or starting this business over in a better way. So what I'm doing now is, in order for big companies, I don't have anything here. Yeah, here, Maestro. This stuff right here, right? This isn't it, but stuff like this. In order for me to be able to buy this stuff from a certain company, I need to have a store. Now, you don't necessarily need to have a store, but you need to have a location that can be verified on paper. And if someone wants to come visit, not a distributor, but a rep wants to come visit, you can meet them at. So that's what we're in the process of finding. We have a house rental in Florida. The house rental, you can use it on paper. So for distributors, it might work. But if they Google it, they're going to see it's a house. Or like, you can't work out of your house. I don't know what the rules are in Florida, how that works. But for my industry, I need to have some sort of spot. So here's what I found. Look, I'm looking around the area where I rented a home. This is one of the busier areas. So here, this would work fine. One of these units. There's a United Barbers, an Access Studio, another barber, and some Dominican salon. Then I saw this. I'm like, oh, MJ Auto Spa, window tinting. So I called this guy up. I didn't record the phone call. I called this guy up. I'm gonna say, hey, I'm moving from New York to Florida. I'm looking to hit the ground running. I have my own van. I don't. We're gonna talk about how I'm gonna get a van later. But I have my own van. I can come in and do any job you need me to do audio wise. So obviously I have a skill set. So I'm not starting from nothing. You see, I have a whole business here. I've done this before. I have the skill set to do this. So you're gonna need something. If you're thinking, hey, like this guy did that, I could do this too. Yes, but you need to get your skills in line first. You need your skills. Without the skill to do mechanical work or audio work or whatever kind of work it is, there's no way you're going to hit the ground running. You need the skill first. So call him up. I said, hey, I want to team up. You do tinting, I do audio. We can offer people tinting and audio. You could be mobile, I'm mobile. And in exchange, I can also train you. But we didn't get that there yet. First, introduction. I'm just calling people to see who's open to it so I can go meet them. I'll show you the other people I called right here. So these people have a rental. This lady sounded crazy Florida smoking voice. Yeah, honey, I have a rental. But I found the number right there. Believe it or not, here's what I did. Google, right? Google. You can change the date. March 2021. Better sign with an easier to read phone number. So that's what I'm doing. I'm looking at places. So look, watch. This car place right here, right? I told you I called that guy. I'm going to call this Access Studio to see what the hell they are. I'm going to Google their website in a second. But here's what I found that would be perfect. If I could talk these people into, hey, I could do audio. Let me set up a little display for you. And but they've been in business so long, they don't need me. They have over 500 1-star, over 500 5-star reviews. So like, what the hell do they need me for, But this is the process. This is the other thing I thought about was a storage unit. So I was looking at storage units. One sec. I don't have a storage unit up, but I thought about mail forwarding service. Ultimately, when you set up a business, you're going to need an address, and that address is going to be for different stuff. And depending on your business, you might need an address that's actually accessible or just an address on paper. So things like this work perfectly because they have really good reviews. Physicaladress.com. I'm not sponsored. No one's watching these videos. I don't have any sponsors. Don't worry. So Trustpilot is a good source for reviews. They have plenty of good, great reviews. So if you're going to use a mail forwarding service, there you go. So they have one in Orlando, Florida. They have one in different areas, but obviously there are other companies like this, but this is the one that I would have used if I'm going to go this route. I don't know yet. So first things first is try to see if I could just occupy a small space in someone's existing business. So go, hey, I'll show you the tire shop. There's a tire shop. So right next to this place, there's a tire shop right here. So I could tell this guy, hey, you have a tire shop. People, I'm sure, ask you about audio. Why don't you start doing some audio like stereos and stuff? I could do it for you. Just set up my appointments, you sell the job. I'll tell you what to charge. You make extra money. You don't have to do nothing. I haven't called this person yet. I want to see who owns it, because Spanish people, this might be racist, but you want to talk to them in person. Over the phone, they're going to think it's a scam. So once they see I'm Spanish and they're Spanish, they're like, oh, this kid might know what he's talking about. If they're white, they might listen to me over the phone, but who knows? I have no relationship with these people, and this is really you selling yourself. So if they can't over the phone, I don't know if I can convince the tire place guy. I don't know if I can do that. But I'm looking in other areas, and again, the reason why I'm doing this is I need a location where I can send mail, I can send packages, and if I ever need to meet a distributor or rep, I can go, oh yeah, look, this is my location, but I'm mobile. I work mobile. I do have a store where people can come. Here's like my little tiny display with a radio and 4 speakers, whatever, it's mobile display. Just so that I can get away with the bare minimum to make sure I keep my accounts happy and those people happy. And that's just for now. The goal is to end up with some place like the one I'm in now, but I want to buy a building. That's the final goal, is buying a building. But first, I want to buy a home. So first year, this video you're going to see is I'm going to end up buying a van. I'm going to be mobile for a year, 9 months to a year. I'm going to buy a home first. After I buy that home, I'm still going to be mobile, but now I'm going to be on the hunt for the perfect opportunity for a building, either to buy into a building where I can buy a really nice unit or my own freestanding building. We will see how that goes. First is first, buy a home. We need to be mobile in order to make sure we keep all of our accounts, because I have accounts here. I deal with Kicker, JBL, Harmony, etc. Make sure I can continue to deal with all those people. I need to make sure I have a location where they can send me stuff. And if they ever come visit, I'm like, oh yeah, I have this small little showroom, but it gets the job done on mobile. So I do most of my stuff in my van, etc. So we're on the hunt for that. I wanted to show you this because it is hard. No one would know how to do this. I'm making it up as I go. I do have some experience, obviously, running a business. I've set up businesses. I am a business owner. I've worked with other business owners. There's a lot of experience I haven't even talked about that I think is going to help me in this journey to make sure that I can set this up correctly. But right now, it's Valentine's Day. I have to get out of here to go take my girl to dinner, whole fiance to dinner, and then continue my diabolical plan, man. Keep looking for a place. But this video is really for me. If you're watching, if you're thinking about moving or starting a business and you're starting from nothing, I'm telling you, you need skills first. You need to invest in some skills. Sales, something with your hands, something with your mind, type in on a computer, whatever it turns out to be. But you need to have the skill first, because without a skill, whatever the skill is, you're not going to be able to go on your own. And be very careful that your skill is going to turn into a job, and that job you might hate. So being a business owner and having a business are two different things people don't tell you. Being a business owner means you are the coach and the players play, and you tell them you did this wrong, you did that wrong. Some days you win, some days you lose. Being a business, that's having a business or being a business owner. I would say that's being a business owner. Having a business is you go to work every day, and if you don't work, the business doesn't work. Because if I'm in that van and I don't go out that day, I didn't make no money. And that's the situation that you're going to find yourselves in as you're building a business. And you need to be okay with that, and you need to work towards getting out of that. If you want to build yourself a job, by all means, do it. But if you want to build a business, understand you're going to be the coach, not the player. And at first you're going to be the player, but ultimately you want to be the coach, because that's how you win. That's how you make money. By being the player, don't get me wrong, you can make some money, but it's going to be a lot harder to worry about the team and also worry about yourself in the business. So little rant there, just trying to help you out for whoever this video reaches.